I've always found, and you guys look at this, and someone mentioned this earlier to me, that income, right, does not exceed personal development. All right? Income does not exceed personal development. When you go find someone who makes a massive amount of income, right, you will see that their personal development is a lot higher than someone who makes a below average income, right? Like let's just, and it hasn't been like that throughout history. Like, what's one of the professions that's the highest paid? Like, if you went to, you're 8 years old, you ask your mama, Mama, what should I be when I grow up so I'm a highest paid profession? What would one of those be?
Doctor.
A doctor, right? How long does a doctor stay in school?
14 years.
14 years, 16 years, you know, however you look at it. That's a lot, right? Now, you go to your mama and you're like, hey mom, I want to be a lower, what's a lower income trade? Like, you just assumed, like, let's not judge, what's lower, maybe like a trash man, right? What do you think the average level of education is for the trash man? High school? Maybe dropout? Do you guys see what I'm saying? Right? So once again, I have found that income does not far exceed personal development. Now, by the way, I'm not being pro-college here. Not at all, right? I'm being pro-personal development, which is a different thing. Now, sometimes income does take a jump, like a lucky jump, but sure enough, unless you grow to where that income level hit, you usually will fall back to where you were. So let's use this for example, right? ADs, how many times have you seen somebody in this building, right, and working for us get a $4,000 check, right? Many times, right? Now, how many times have we seen that person never get another?
A lot.
A lot, all right? Because what it was is that maybe they got lucky in the situation, right? And by the way, your luck is the ADs, right? ADs will go like, you know what, they deserve it, we're gonna make something happen. But unless you rise to that income level, it's gonna fall back, right? So if someone hands you $1 million, right, you must build a millionaire mindset quickly so that you can stay a millionaire, right? Otherwise, sure enough, it'll just disappear. Okay? So sometimes you do get lucky. There's going to be weeks where you guys are going to get a $4,000 check and you guys are like, oh my God, this is amazing. And you know, man, I'm proud of you. I'm proud that you just made a weekly check. That's a, you know, average month for the average American, right? For the average American who's 50 years old, you just made a weekly check like that. But until you rise up to that level and rise up to that income and get past that luck, it's just going to fall back. And I think, see, a lot of people, they go and they touch that, and they get that income, and they go, oh my God, I've made it. No, no, no. We showed you what the hell is on the other side of personal development, right? We're telling you, look, this is for real. Now, you got to build to that, right? So, there's an economic theory out there, and it's kind of controversial. If you took all the money in the world, and you divided it up equally among everybody, it soon would be back in the pockets it started. Why is that? Why do you think that is? By the way, that's why some things are the way they are. And that's why some things are never going to change. You're like, oh, why can't we just, you know, take all this rich dude's money and spread it all out? Well, you could, but I'm telling you, in a period of time, the rich dude would have all the money again because he has a different mindset, right? And it has to do with consumer and producer. Right? If the Amazon guy produces what you want and has it delivered to your door, you are going to give him money for that thing. So even if you took all the money away from him and you gave it to everybody else, what are they going to do with it? They're going to spend it like a consumer on shit they want, and he's going to end back up with the money. Do you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. All right. Success is something you attract, not something you pursue. Success is looking for a good place to stay. So instead of going after it, you work on yourself. You must work on your personal development. See, the major question to ask on a job is not, what am I getting? Can you guys, you know, when we do those interviews, right, can't you stand those? Like when people sit across from us and go, oh, what are you going to do for me? Right? Like I don't even do those interviews. I'll let Baker do it because mine is not a fucking thing. Right? You ain't getting nothing from me. Right? Why are you here? Right? Like, what, you know, what? Really? Like, you unemployed, bro. I'm good. You know right? The major question to ask your job is, what are you becoming? See, I think a lot of you guys forget that, right? And I'm going to explain that today. So, you don't want to ask, you know, what the job's doing for you. You want to ask what you're becoming in this career, right? And I think a lot of you aren't seeing what the true value, right, of what you do here is in your personal development.